Hello, hello, everyone. Welcome to Auntie Derek's Daytime Tea, where we discuss the latest celebrity tea in the news. And we do it live every weekday at 12:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on Chatmosa. I'm your host, Auntie Derek, and today is Friday, November 21st. All right, so with me, I have my three fabulous co-hosts, my Icy Chili, my Gorgeous Moon, and my Libra Queen. Hey, ladies.
Hey,
Hey,
good morning.
Yes, honey. And I want to give you all, my lovely listeners, a kind reminder about our Hot Tea Cold Cash giveaway. So for the giveaway's terms and conditions, head over to auntiederik.com/ hot tea cold cash. That's auntiederik.com / hot tea cold cash. How you gain entries into the giveaway. You RSVP to every show. You attend every live show and stay in its entirety. And you post my show on your social media using the hashtag Auntie Derek. And also, just a little kind reminder, be sure to spell my name correctly. It is DE1REK. So I appreciate the love and support, but putting Auntie DERICK will not get you an entry because I don't know who that bitch is. So also
Hashtag nope.
hashtag no. Also, and I have to I actually saw a tweet not too long ago that just kind of reminded me how millennial I am because they say like a lot of times we tend to repeat ourselves, and I think we learned it from our Gen Xers, our Gen X parents and cousins and aunties, and how we when we leave a message. Oh, and you can reach me at so and so, so and so. Again, that number is so and so. So like people don't
Yes,
want to
the
call our
fuck?
ID.
Because you ain't gonna get it the first time around. That second one help you out. Like, come on. But
I
that
don't
is
know. The Gen Zers and the Gen Alphas, they picking at us because of that. So,
no, they slow. Mm. This is how when you writing down the information for messages before there was text message, you needed that number to come back around so you didn't have to replay it. We're just efficient. Just stop being so. Ugh.
I can't help myself, y'all. So yeah, because of that, that's why I say the website twice. It's because I'm a millennial. I can't help myself.
Yeah, you came up in the age of voicemails and yeah, stuff like that.
Yes,
That's why we
indeed.
do it.
Well, today is the last day to get entries for this week. So next week, so we're gonna announce the winner for this week's giveaway on Monday, and then we'll start a new
Mhm.
week next week. So get those entries in, y'all.
And don't think
So
just
that
because it's Thanksgiving week that you not gonna have entries, cause we gonna be here, baby. We here. We
We gonna be
on.
here, bro.
so you announcing me on Monday. Oh, okay.
Woo!
Ooh, the boldness.
I appreciate it in advance.
Yeah.
You never know, honey. It's up to our randomizer. So shout out to
Mm.
Chatmosa for that randomizer.
Well, randomizer better randomize right on down my way. Hey.
Yes, honey. Well, I think we could just go ahead and jump right into. We got a lot of it, so we can just jump right into the tea, honey.
Tea time.
Yes, and you know what we like to start off with.
Daddy knows.
Damn, why can't he stay out the news, Chad?
You know why. But now this is more about Sarah Rivers. So remember Sarah Rivers from Making the Band, and she was a part of that group, The Band. You should see where I just shared here by way of All Hip Hop, and it's an exclusive. Sarah Rivers' case against Diddy is in serious trouble.
Ugh.
Yeah. Sarah Rivers is on the verge of losing her appeal against Diddy after failing to submit a required court document, putting her $6 million lawsuit in serious jeopardy. The U.S. Court of Appeals for the Second Circuit issued a warning on October 3rd advising Rivers that her appeal would be dismissed if she didn't file Form C by October 17th. That form, which lays out the parties involved and helps set the appeals record, is a basic but essential step in the process. As of now, court records show she missed the deadline and her case has defaulted under federal appellate rules. Rivers filed the appeal on September 15th after a federal judge threw out nearly all of her claims against Diddy and his affiliated companies. Initially filed in February of 2025, her lawsuit accused Diddy of sexual assault, harassment, and racketeering tied to her time on the reality show Making the Band 2. She sought around $60 million in damages. In her complaint, Rivers alleged that Diddy backed her into a corner and ran his hand across her chest. She also claimed she was forced to live in inhumane conditions during the show's production, including being housed with 4 men despite being married. She further accused Diddy and his companies, including Bad Boy Entertainment, MTV Productions, and Viacom, of conspiring to exploit her labor and sabotage her music career. On October 14th, U.S. District Judge Jed S. Rockoff dismissed 21 of her 22 claims with prejudice, meaning they cannot be brought again. The only surviving count, which falls under the New York Gender Motivated Violence Protection Act, was put on hold while a higher court determines whether that law can revive older claims. That pause left Rivers with one legal option: appeal. But now that effort is unraveling due to a missed filing. The Second Circuit's October 3rd order clearly stated that the appeal be dismissed if Form C wasn't filed on time. The docket now shows the case is in default, and unless Rivers takes immediate action, her appeal could be tossed before any arguments are heard. If the court formally dismisses the appeal, Rivers would lose her last remaining opportunity to challenge the dismissal of her case. That outcome would leave Diddy with a legal victory in this federal lawsuit, even as he continues to face other legal challenges elsewhere. And as we know, Diddy is currently locked up at FCI Fort Dix, where he is serving a 4-year sentence after being convicted of 2 counts of transportation for prostitution. Post Sarah. That's sad. That is so sad. And it's like, if you knew, maybe she just felt defeated, because it's like, if you knew that you had a deadline to submit this Form C that is needed, and what we learned is it's a basic, essential thing needed for things like this to happen, you don't do it. Maybe she just felt defeated, honey. Maybe the depression got the best of her, and because I just don't understand, like, why would you, all that time and money you put into that lawsuit, and now it was dismissed, and now you have a chance to appeal it, and you just kind of like, what are the attorneys doing? What are the billable hours over? Like, what are y'all doing? I don't.
Maybe she couldn't pay the attorneys, or something happened to where she would just drop it, like let it, slide. Um, Maybe them attorneys' fees is getting to her.
Mhm.
It ain't like you don't have to pay nothing unless you win kind of case.
Right. Yeah, they got billable hours, honey.
Yeah.
Invoices. Revenue.
So maybe that's it.
Well, we will definitely keep an eye on this. Oh, this is not funny, but this next story, I can't believe I'm laughing at this, because it's not funny. I hate violence, and I hate people jumping people. I hate that. I like, now, a one-on-one fight, that's fine, but jumping people is I don't like that. But Ja Rule, as they tried to jump him. Now, Tasha K claimed that he got brutally attacked, but he came and confirmed that no, them niggas just tried to jump him, and it didn't happen. But you all should see where I just shared here by way of all hip hop. Ja Rule confirms men tried to jump him after Brandy and Monica tour stop in Brooklyn. Ja Rule moved quickly to shut down viral reports claiming he was brutally attacked outside a New York City restaurant this week. The hip hop veteran took to social media to address widespread speculation that he had been ambushed and jumped outside the upscale Say Less establishment. The controversy began when popular gossip blogger Tasha K posted claims on Twitter that that the Murder Inc. rapper had been targeted in what she described as a pretty fucking bad, and she spelled fucking with a PH. You know what? I hate that. That is so. Anyway, several other social media accounts helped spread the unverified claims across multiple platforms. The reports gained significant traction when fans expressing concern for the always on time performer's well being. However, Ja Rule wasted no time setting the record straight in a direct response to Tasha K's initial post. The Queen native called out the blogger for spreading false information. Tasha, why are you lying to these good people? Yes, some bitch ass niggas tried to jump me. No, it wasn't at Say Less, and I'm chilling smoking a joint watching SVP with not a scratch on me. The rapper wrote, adding laugh emojis to emphasize his relaxed state. The clarification revealed that while there was indeed an attempted confrontation, the incident did not occur at the Say Less restaurant as initially reported, but at the Barclays Center after the Monica and Brandy, the Boys Mind tour stop on November 20th. More importantly, Ja Rule confirmed he emerged from the situation completely unharmed and was spending his evening watching ESPN's Sports Center with Scott Van Pelt. The latest incident comes during a period when the 49-year-old artist has been reflecting publicly on hip hop conflicts and their impact on the culture. Just last week, Ja Rule appeared on Carmelo Anthony's 7 p.m. in Brooklyn podcast, where he discussed his legendary feud with 50 Cent and argued that rap beefs ultimately harmed the industry. Remember, we talked about that here. He says, I don't think hip hop beefs are good for the culture, he explained during the November interview. Big and Pac both got killed. Me and 50 shit was me and 50 shit. Jay and Nas did had their thing. You know how much business and things they probably could have did as men if that little rift or tiff didn't happen. The veteran MC has maintained his position that the that collaborative efforts between that collaborative efforts benefit artists and fans more than prolonged feuds. His recent comments about avoiding unnecessary comments makes his swift response to reports of his assault particularly noteworthy, as he chose to address the misinformation directly rather than let speculation continue. And I just wanted to ask the room. There is a little quick clip of the video of that confrontation. Did y'all want to see it or no?
No.
I
Oh!
heard you can't really see nothing anyway. But excuse me. But I mean, for the record, Jay and Nas, their feud did turn into partnership and venture. They did end up getting money. So I'm like, that's just you and 50 that's still beefing. And I mean, I'm sure Tupac and Biggie still beefing. And I'm sure Kendrick will beef with Drake forever, ever. It's up and it's stuck. And that's fine. Sometimes everybody ain't got to be friends.
Mhm. Yeah.
But I guess it prevented him from. He was supposed to make a guest appearance on the Monica and Brandy tour, like, and so that kind of ruined it. I don't know, but I'm like, who randomly is trying to jump somebody at an R&B concert? Like, are y'all okay?
No, because they trying to fight at an R&B concert where they supposed to be horny and hungry and high. But no, they
Okay,
ain't. They want to fight.
fight. Like what?
And
And
I'm
I heard it
sorry,
was
I'm just trying
backstage
to
before he got on.
yeah, and I'm just trying to think like I mean, yeah, cool. He was still a part of that when they had their music in the early 2000s and stuff, but he don't have a song with either Brandy or Monica. So I'm like, why is hey,
Well,
okay.
I think because they was in his area in his city, and I mean, I'm sure people would have loved to see him, and it would have been great, like little turn ups
I
for a concert you
guess.
paid for. I guess. I mean, sometimes sometimes oil and vinegar do go together. I mean, I'm just saying,
That's only on Italian sandwiches.
but they go together though, don't they?
You're right, you're right.
I don't know. It was weird. I don't know who's trying to fight at an R&B concert. I need y'all to get together.
So he
Yeah,
didn't
that's
perform.
mm-mm. Uh-uh. And what do you say, Tasha K? Mm-mm. I'm kind
Mhm.
of tired of these bogus ass wannabe Auntie Derricks with their raggedy ass tea that they come with lies instead of facts.
Thank
Mm-mm.
you. I so appreciate that. But the gag is, I'm not gonna say I'm a fan of Tasha K, but I don't hate her. Now she has, spewed some transphobic shit that I wasn't a fan of. But before that, like she
Mm.
she used to I used to watch them YouTube videos, honey, them interviews.
But her ass been down bad, and she ain't doing very well. And you reporting wrong shit, so Um, I don't know. You might need to find a new job because Auntie Derek is coming in with the
With the
hot
tea,
tea.
honey. And we always have a what? A receipt.
Well, maybe the tea
And
get cold by the time it make it over there to Africa.
Oh, 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 oh.
I was not ready.
Ding ding.
Well, honey, you know somebody else who's not ready? Kanye, honey, seems like he's not ready for life. And,
Oh,
now this is one video I'm not gonna give y'all a choice on, because if I had to watch this shit, y'all gonna have to watch it
oh
too.
Lord.
But it's only about 30 seconds
Why are you forcing us to watch something we don't want to watch?
because TMZ made the headline look so good, and then when I watched the interview, I'm like, "Girl, what?" Anyway.
So we have to suffer?
Well, yes, yes.
No, I don't want it.
Well, what my Libra Queen does not want, y'all should see where it says here by way of TNZ. Kanye West says he regrets participating in life. Now, when you read something like that, you're gonna be like, "Uh-oh, is this motherfucker suicidal? What's going on?" Girl, it's just him being his old goofy ass
Fucking
self, child.
dramatic. I wish he would get on his medication so he could shut up. God.
Mm.
Is he the drama?
Well, yes. Let me share my screen. It's only about 30 seconds, y'all. Let's go ahead and just push through it.
I mean, by
Let me
force, I guess.
find a TikTok video that they got in here.
And it's on the clock app.
Hmm.
Jesus.
It's on the
The
clock
clickety
app, honey.
the clickety
Look at
clock
it.
out.
But look at it. It's blank. See, ain't got good. But look
Can't
at it.
see
Just
nothing
blank as
but
hell. God is so good.
white,
Hallelujah.
white space.
Just like you said, honey, blank on the
Look, it
refresh.
said Queen said Jesus be a fence. Okay.
All around me every day. Amen.
Look,
Glory
it
to
look like
God.
God might be winning.
Mhm.
That is funny.
Some Quinn
It looks
says
Hilarious.
like
God
God
be
is
honey.
winning.
Like I said, I be trying to tell y'all I'm God's favorite. I'm on the VIP list. So I'm just saying.
Quinn said no. God said okay.
Well, thanks because my Libra Queen is on God's VIP list. Y'all, it looks like TFC does not want y'all to see that video that's on the clock app. So we'll just move on. But yeah, he just pretty much, long story short, it was just a stupid ass video. They was asking about his fashion. He was like, what trend do you regret the most? And he said, life. And then it just cuts off. I'm like, this
Oh Jesus.
really?
TMZ made that headline out of that.
Well,
I was like, girl.
that's all they had. I mean, it's getting kind of thin out here in these streets.
Listen, if anybody understands, it's me, honey, because he like chill sometimes. Some of these stories that I be having for y'all, chill. What you say, chill? I be making a cake out of cupcakes.
Well, I mean, that is the magic that you have, honey.
It's
Thank
cupcake
you. Now, when the tea
magic.
is good, when the tea is good, it's good, honey. But there are some days where the celebrities are kind of on their best behavior, and we ain't got nothing to talk about. But
That's
today
true.
is not one of those days because we said so. Our next story, Pharrell. So now I don't know if this is like Hot New Hip Hop's attempt, or if Pharrell is reaching out to people or publications to kind of clean up his image a bit. Because
Mm,
remember, we thought about him and how he kind of chooses to be neutral on both
Mhm.
when it comes to politics and stuff like that.
mm.
Yes.
Well, we have this very interesting article that I'm sharing by way of Hot New Hip Hop, and you see where it says Pharrell refuses to give Donald Trump permission to use his music. I'm like, hmm.
Oh, well, finally. Well, I mean, I guess you ain't that dumb.
Well, and this is actually what I learned from this article. This is actually something that's been happening for quite some time now. So I'm guessing when he says he doesn't really do politics, I guess he means it. I guess. So Pharrell Williams is back in the political conversation after making some blunt comments about the current state of America's politics, and is bringing up his earlier run-ins with Donald Trump. The producer and artist, who usually avoids getting too deep into political debates, shared his thoughts during the fifth annual Black Ambition Demo Day. According to Complex, he said today's politics feels fake and way too divisive, and that picking a side only makes things worse. He also said the wells are drying up, meaning people are running out of patience for how messy everything feels. His comments spread fast online, with people arguing over whether celebrities should stay out of politics or speak up more. Some agreed with Pharrell and said he's right to call out how dramatic everything has become. Others felt like famous people have a responsibility to guide their followers, whether they want to or not. I'm actually inclined to agree with the latter. Anyway, Pharrell has always kept his political opinions pretty private. In a 2024 interview with the Hollywood Reporter, he says he doesn't like when celebrities try to tell people how to vote and that he plans to keep his own voting choices personal. But even though he avoids taking sides publicly, he steps in when he feels something crosses the line. One major example happened in 2018 when Trump played Pharrell's hit Happy at a rally held only hours after the tragic Pittsburgh synagogue shooting. Pharrell immediately sent a cease and desist letter telling Trump to stop using the song. His lawyer said the timing was disrespectful and that Pharrell never gave permission for his music to be used at Trump's events. Even before that, during the 2016 election, Pharrell encouraged women to use their power at the polls. He didn't mention Trump by name, but he was clearly reacting to things said during the campaign. Pharrell's newest comments makes one thing clear. He's tired of the political chaos, doesn't want to be boxed into a side, and won't let anyone, especially Trump, use his music or his name for something he doesn't stand for. Mm,
Yeah.
Side
Look,
eye, side eye, side eye,
right.
side eye.
look. If you don't want to say what's your political affiliation, that is fine. I don't care. And if I feel like artists, if they use their voice on the right side of history, great. If they expose that they're racist and like bigoted, good. Thank you for letting me know. I'll get rid of your shit, or if I have it, or whatever. Um, you don't have to be completely involved, that's fine. But if you see injustice or, people being treated unfairly, then yes, you should speak up. And if that has to do with a president or some political figure, then so be it. But you
Yep.
should do what's right. And
Not
and I
claim
know he,
neutral.
because that gives me um, everyone, all lives matter, and
Mhm.
that we don't need that in
I'm
our
rich. It doesn't bother
mhm,
me.
right. And so, but yes, I wouldn't let them racists use my music either. If I say I'm neutral, then my music need to be neutral. Don't use it. It ain't for you.
Yeah, he ate that one little thing. Yeah,
That one little thing. But again, quit saying you neutral, because no, all lives do matter. But if somebody says Black Lives Matter, then that's what the fuck they said.
Mhm. That part.
No one ever said all lives didn't matter. Fucking, I can't stand them people.
Listen, if that were true, then Black Lives Matter wouldn't need to exist if all lives
Exactly.
really mattered. So,
clear. All that don't matter. I mean, we can make cute little sayings all we want, but that doesn't make it true.
mhm.
Some
Just
things you
like the
just can't
people
be neutral.
cheering all of these ICE arrests, which I understand that they have to arrest people, but the way they're going about it and mistreating people and just being so violent with them, I really don't think a lot of that is necessary. And
Yeah.
and pe- and some of these people are American citizens. Like one case, they arrested this guy. He's Hispanic, and he is an American citizen, legal. And then they just drove him, like 2 miles away, let him out, threw his shit out the car from where he was. How come they couldn't take him back to where they got him, where he was working, or
Why
whatever
drive
what he was
off?
doing? Yeah,
Why
why
not
couldn't
get
they
his
check his
information and go, oh, okay,
right
let me leave
then?
you alone then?
Right. They just, dumped him like, oh, okay, whatever, fuck you, get out. Threw his shit out the
Yeah.
car and left him there. Now,
Well,
that's unnecessary.
okay. Yeah, no, honestly. Well, first of all, everybody believe in the big lie that there's these millions of gang members that have flooded into our country from other countries is a lie. And y'all believed it because there as no point have they even picked up a bunch of um dangerous people, or even in masses. They ain't even picked them up in masses, maybe one or two, three here. But they're going for people's abuelos,
Yeah,
um, kids, children, people who are
working people.
on legal paperwork,
Yeah,
people who have been going through the system properly and they've been taking them. So
at the
all
court,
this other
they're trying to
at the
deal.
court.
Like, come
So
on.
that tells me right there they didn't have the numbers they said they had. And for y'all to believe, if there was millions of gang members overrunning cities, don't y'all think we would know about it and see it on the TV on a regular basis? What the hell? What do y'all think? Why y'all believe Trump? I can't believe y'all. Oh my God. Oh God. I'm starting to make my head hurt again.
I don't
Why would
see
y'all
them in
believe
those
him?
neighborhoods. They know where they are. I mean, gang members mark their territory. They know where they are. I don't see them in those areas. I see them going to like people where people
Daycares,
roofing
schools.
lawns, yeah, doing lawn work. These are not gangsters out here doing. And you know what they a lot of their crimes are? Traffic tickets. Yeah,
Nothing. Same thing you got.
maybe a DUI or something. You know, come. These are the crimes they have committed. Like, come on.
Like,
I,
no.
yeah, I'm gonna tell y'all because it just similar to how homophobia and transphobia works. Like racism, it just kind of
Uh-huh.
it brings forward like people's preconceived notions about it, other groups of people. Like they already think that immigrants are people that will do stuff like that. They already think these are gang members, so
Well, they
they
think black people do it, so.
right. The similar how like people can sit there and say, "Oh, you drag queens are coming after your children." When no, the only thing they're doing to children is reading to them at public libraries. You know what I'm saying? So it's
Meanwhile,
Yeah.
the call is coming from inside the house.
Hmm.
mhm.
The real rapists and pedophiles are just out there openly operating, and they're
Literally.
majority in that culture, and
Hmm.
they're not arresting. Arrest their asses,
Yeah. Matter of
deport
fact,
them.
I'm so tired of. You know what? Who we need to send back? Send back people back to Europe. Send them back to Europe. How about that?
No, send them to El Salvador, where they sending these other people. Send them to those third world prisons. Let them see what it's like.
You think you want to be around just nothing but homogen, white people? Go, there is a whole Europe out there. There's plenty of
Full
countries.
of them, full of them.
Go there and you'll be happy.
And be
You
sure
ain't
you
got to
take
be.
deodorant with you.
They don't need to take it. They don't. None of them, babe. Them is them people. That's their people.
When they said they were in New Orleans, do you know how many ambivalent looking black people are in New Orleans, light skinned with curly hair? I'm
Hmm.
Oh Lord, this is not good.
Yeah.
Mhm.
No, you want homogenous white, nothing but white. There is so many countries over there in Europe that you can go live. Matter of fact, go to Russia.
Well, we got places right here they can do it. They got whole counties and cities where there's just a bunch of white people. I mean,
You like
they
your
right
bland
here in the
ass
United
mayo,
States.
your raisin salads, and y'all non-washing y'all body parts ass. Y'all, there is plenty places for y'all to go to be happy. Okay, with y'all bland food,
Trying to
no
make
culture
land
having ass
on a
motherfuckers,
land
y'all.
that we didn't even own. This is
Stolen land.
yeah, our country. No, not really.
Mm-mm.
Mhm.
Mm-mm.
Well, while we still talking about our old big-headed president, honey, stupid
Mm.
racist fucker, allegedly. Um, so Jimmy, you remember when he told that reporter, "Quiet piggy," we talked about
Yeah.
that here.
Hmm.
Yeah.
How about Jimmy Kimmel done said it back to him? So I just shared this link from TMZ. You should see where it says Jimmy Kimmel reacts to Donald Trump wanting him fired again. So I'm going to share the screen. It's about it's a 1 minute video, and we're just going to see it because it looked like he did this on his monologue on last night's
Oh
show.
yeah,
I
we
didn't
can
watch.
watch that. I'm gonna enjoy this. Yes, go ahead. Cue it up.
Yes, it was good, y'all. So hold on and let me.
And he posted this. I think this is interesting at 12:49 a.m., 11 minutes after the show ended on the East Coast, which is nice. He watches us live. Hi, Mr. President. Thanks for watching us on TV instead of on YouTube. We appreciate that. And I'll tell you, It's viewers like you who keep us on the air, ironically. And you've done this before. You tried to get me fired in September. It didn't work. Mr. President, if you're watching tonight, which I presume you are, how about this? I'll go when you go, okay? We'll be a team. Let's ride off into the sunset together like Butch Cassidy and the Suntan Kid. And until then, if I may borrow a phrase from you, quiet, piggy. Okay? Never stop.
I know that's right. If I wasn't asleep by then, I sure would watch the monologues because they funny.
Oh, hello. He come look, honey. We aunties and uncles now. You know, we be in the bed by 9:30, 10, and he come on at 11:35 where I am.
Honey, sleep, same thing. I be knocked out.
But no, I like him though. And if it's any white man I had to watch on TV, it will be him.
Yeah, I like the monologues. Most everybody's monologues I like. Oh, and also Colbert.
Because they got people like me writing them shits for him.
Well, of course. Well, yes.
Yes, honey. Shout out to the comedy writers. Well, speaking of comedy, honey, y'all know that saying, honey, dig deep, think of the messiest bitch you know. It's a man,
Mm.
ain't it?
Mm-hmm.
Every time.
Every time, honey, and Blueface is making that statement look more true and true every day, honey. He is out here being messy as hell about his child's mother. And you should see where it says here, Blueface confirms Krishan Rock slept with Offset while he was married to Cardi B.
Oh Lord. Ooh, that headline, those words alone just gave me a headache.
He did not have to do mm-mm, mm-mm, mm-mm,
Well, I
mm-mm. Why
agree.
he do that? Why he do that? Why he do that?
Because he's a messy bitch.
God damn it.
Well, Blueface recently joined the Bootleg Kev podcast to talk about all the drama that surrounded him since his release from prison earlier this year. Most scandalously, he discussed his previous relationship with Krishan Rock and brought up the rumors surrounding her, Offset, and Cardi B. For those unaware, almost 2 years ago, the California rapper claimed that the former Migo slept with Krishan Rock while he was married to the Bronx MC. At this point, he says he wasn't with Krishan anymore. Set and Krishan both denied the allegations, while Cardi didn't believe them at the time, she still took them as a sign and broke up with the Georgia MC. Now things look a little different. Cardi B and Offset's divorce continues to develop, and Bootleg Kev had questions about Krishan hanging out with other rappers. In response, Blueface blasted Krishan Rock for her attempts to make him look jealous, saying that those hangouts weren't really what caused conflict between them. She had this thing about where she made me look like I was jealous or something, he remarked on the Bootleg Kev podcast at around the 56:30 mark of the video below. Um, so she kind of started doing shit, Blue continued. My whole thing was once you become an artist, certain shit is frowned upon, you know? Obviously, networking's dope. Take a picture, cool. Get in the studio, cool. But a lot of these guys, they're not really trying to work. They're just trying to make it look like something. It's not. They're just trying to look like something it's not, and basically just take your buzz. And she just kept going for it. Every nigga, she just kept going for it. I'm looking like, bitch, get the feature. Then Bootleg Kev asked about Blueface's Offset, Krishan Rock, and Cardi B's allegations. Yeah, she got fucked. He responded about Krishan, explaining that they weren't together at the time. I was already engaged with somebody else, so I didn't care. But she has this thing where she likes to make it seem like I care. The only reason I put that out there is because she said, "Oh, he's gay." I'm sorry. So she fucked Offset while he was with Cardi. Kev asked. Yeah, Cardi's Tatiana remix collaborator replied. Miss Christian, all that shit is cap, brother. Um, and it's no problem with it. It's just when you try to portray it as something else, that's when it becomes a problem. Then Bootleg Kev made a joke about Krishan Rock's Blueface tattoos. We'll see if any of these artists respond again to these resurfaced rumors. I hate to say it, honey, but I believe Blueface. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
I don't know what would be the appeal. I would be so she a little off.
A little.
Mm, I'm trying to be nice. I
Yeah.
mean, what would make him do that? I don't know. I feel like there's some dudes that act like women always have sex with every dude that they be around. So I don't know if I truly believe that.
The only
Just because
reason
I know her.
I do is because of 2 things that he said in what we just read here was, one, the Miss Christian thing. He was like, "Miss Christian, that shit is all cap." We know that to be very true because when she tried singing them gospel songs, the girl, we knew what that was.
Well, she's special. Okay, go ahead.
And then when he was talking about like you being around in the studio, you acting like you supposed to be working, when you an artist, and you know how and these girl rappers and stuff, these girl music makers, they come out and say the same thing. These men are predatory, they come after them, they sit there try to act like they want to work with them, but they really don't. He's saying if you're gonna be around that and all in the studio and around these niggas networking, then cool, get a feature. You doing that shit for nothing. So I'm like, okay, he kind of ate that one little thing.
I guess. I don't know.
But at the end of the day, he's still messy as fuck.
But if I was Cardi, that would have been the straw that broke the camel's back too. If I was holding out, and if this is the rumors that's coming out, I was like, you know what? Now you doing too much. Now you
Yeah.
butting around a little too hard. I mean, she should have been left him, but yeah, I could see that being the final straw, even if it was a lie. Either way,
Well,
Blueface is he ain't relevant either. What other music than Tatiana is he got out there that anybody even cares about?
you know what? I honestly don't know. That is a really good
None,
question.
honey, none, none. That one little song.
Well, what we
Mm.
do know, honey, Offset sure do loves him a light skinned woman, don't he? Allegedly
Now
between
that is
Cardi
well,
and
yeah.
Cuban Doll and Krishan. Who else?
Ew.
He just been flinging
Well,
it, honey. All light
a
skinned
lot
women.
of these celebrities like these ambiguous light skinned women that
They
look,
sure do.
ambiguous because her newest baby daddy, he got him a whole pack of them.
Let me quote the iconic Whoopi Goldberg, honey. Light skinned women, you in danger, girl.
Hmm. They love them little ambiguous, light skinned, Latina, black, um, ambiguous look. Hmm.
Mhm.
And yeah, what Stefan, he got a whole pack of them. Nick Cannon got a whole double pack.
Oh,
So, I mean, yeah.
Talib Kweli got. Oh, let me stop, but he come after me like he did that girl Maya on Twitter.
But guess what? You fight back.
Okay.
Talib will get jumped out here. He better fucking watch his back.
All
I
I
would
hear is that you said that black women, non-ambiguous black women, are safe from the drama.
Well,
that part.
we ain't that damn safe, but yeah. But from them types, I guess so.
Well,
Amen. Hallelujah.
speaking on who else we say from honey, and speaking of somebody who was just beefing with Offset, finesse 2 times. It looks like we're safe from him because he's been arrested in Texas.
Again?
Again, girl.
Him in Texas don't do very well. He needs to stop.
He need to take his ass back home to Mint. Well, he probably can't. But anyway, oh, maybe he can. I don't know. But you should see where it says here by way of hot new hip hop. Finesse 2 times arrested in Harris County on outstanding warrant. Finesse 2 times has dealt with his fair share of legal trouble throughout his career, and now it looks like he's running to even more. According to academics, it's a fat ass. The rapper was booked into the Harrison County Jail this morning, November 20th. He announced plans to turn himself in for an outstanding warrant on his Instagram story earlier this week. News of Finesse 2 times' latest arrest comes just a couple of weeks after he was arrested in Dallas on various drug-related charges. Reportedly, the charges included possession of marijuana, possession of controlled substances, tampering with evidence, and bringing prohibited items into a correctional facility. At the time, his mother, Pluria Alexander, took to Facebook to vent about her relationship with her son and his legal woes. Until you do right by me, everything you think about gonna fail, she declared. All these other people don't care nothing about you. Why can't you see that? As a mother, this pain is different. It breaks me to see my son losing himself, mentally unstable, going through breakdowns, on drugs, in and out of jail, and disrespecting me and everyone who tries to help him. News of Finesse Two Times' arrest also arrives amid his beef with Offset. The feud was sparked this week when the Memphis-born performer went on a rant about the former Migos' ex Cardi B. He referred to her new man, Stephon Diggs, as that nigga that hit Offset's bitch. He also said he wouldn't let him near any of his own girlfriends. In response, Offset told him not to talk about him, prompting even more shade from Finesse Two Times. Don't get mad at me, he said. Get mad at the football player. Offset later took to his Instagram story with a series of cryptic messages. All y'all niggas think all y'all niggas think it's sweet to niggas spank you, then don't. Call police. One of them read. Keep naming me. And stand on it. Stand on it too. All you pussies. Okay. Oh, and I wanted to share my screen really. Y'all want to share my screen really quick so y'all can see Finesse Two Times his mugshot. I'm sorry. It is a mess. Honey. First of all, trigger warning, jump scare.
And his mama was right. I just wanted to say something about that.
She was right about that, but I ain't, when it come to her, I don't know.
I don't know, but he sounded a little more sketch his damn self than she is. Might be some lies. Wait, where's the picture? What happened?
Well, I was trying to share it. It looked like it was blank. Resharing it.
Oh,
Oh
oh,
damn! I
There we
was
go.
about to say God's good all the time.
oh.
Yeah, look at that. Oof.
He looked like he was. Never mind. Let me be quiet. Let me be quiet before I say something.
Ooh,
But
child.
he looked like he was special growing up. He ate the eraser on the pencils at school.
Ooh.
Sniffed that glue. That's what he
Lead
looked like.
paint, something with lead paint. Mm-hmm.
Hi, is that Hammy? What a
It sure
Hammy?
is. Hey, boo. Hey, week one's winner. Well, honey, I want to thank Chill for this next story that we're about to talk about. Ariana, honey, she's stealing people's men and their good health,
Women?
apparently.
Oh,
Because y'all
oh.
should see I just shared this TMZ article. Ariana Grande reveals she has COVID days before Wicked for Good release.
Well, then
Ooh,
whatchamacallit has to have it too.
you better
There
wake it the
ain't
fuck
no
up.
way. It ain't no way that
You better wake
Olivia ain't got COVID the way she be all over Ariana. Come on now, let's be fucking for real.
Well, she posted
Ariana.
pictures of people she's been in contact with in the past 2 days, and that person was one of them, and that person was on the View this morning.
Mm-hmm.
I noticed her
Mm-hmm.
voice was sounding a little raspy. I'm like, is she
Hmm.
sitting there with possible COVID around these people? And
All up in their faces, honey. Whoopi,
mm,
I'm so glad Whoopi is overseas right now.
yeah, she sounds
Whoopi
just
said,
a little
Whoop,
congested to me, and I'm like, oh my god, I wonder if she knows this girl got COVID.
and Whoopi don't be on there on Fridays anyway. She got Fridays
Right.
off, so good.
Well, she wasn't on there all week because she's filming something overseas.
Oh, but good. Hopefully they'll have the studio wiped down, cause ain't no way
And
She
that
then
said
with
I got a
Alyssa,
Ariana
new
got.
lick to get.
Alyssa
Damn.
Fair
What'd you say?
Alyssa is pregnant at the moment. So this is just like this is so
Mm,
irresponsible.
yeah.
Alyssa is pregnant, the little Republican.
Yeah.
Hmm.
That's why I say
Yeah.
I don't know if Cynthia knows that she has COVID
The
because if
bald
she
How
head
would she
did,
Demian,
not?
fuck.
she
How would
shouldn't have
she
Yep.
been.
not know? She be down Ariana's neck.
Well, it seemed like Ariana would have definitely like notified her right away. But hey,
She probably was there when she was
I,
tested.
I just noticed that when she was talking, she sounded a little raspy. I don't. I'm like, I don't know if it's just from singing a lot or she's sick and doesn't really know it yet or what. Anyway,
There was something that
Mm.
came out saying that she couldn't speak or she had lost her voice.
uh-huh.
Mhm. You know what?
Hmm. But shout out to Whoopi being absent and getting a different check.
Yeah, she does that from time to time. Remember she's still an actress first.
Hello.
Okay, thank you. She said, I'm
But
still
yeah,
working. I can't retire.
that part. And before I start reading, I just want to say, Lena, who happens to be Cynthia's partner, and Ethan, who happens to be Ariana's partner, y'all need to go get checked for real, for real. So, and you see where it says "Wicked for Good" has just lost its Glenda because Ariana Grande has revealed she's tested positive for COVID just days before the big release. The singer's clearly having some cabin fever creativity as she recovers. She dropped a whole IG photo dump from the press tour, including a snap for her Tonight Show with Jimmy Fallon stop earlier this week with the caption, moments before COVID. Ariana dropped the news just days after bailing on the NYC premiere, standing in solidarity with co star Cynthia Erivo, who was under the weather and lost her voice. It's unclear if Cynthia's illness is COVID related. Or if Arianka caught it from her. But it wouldn't be a wild stretch. These two have basically been glued together all tour long to the point the internet has been roasting them about it. Anywho, Ariana's diagnosis is exactly why she bailed on a taped appearance for the Kelly Clarkson show. Cynthia's still flying solo, so whatever knocked her out earlier has clearly passed. Mm. Grande, right? Grande will also miss the upcoming Wicked for Good Q&A events over the next few days. A seriously wicked, unfortunate twist.
In my mind, there ain't no way that Frick didn't get what Frack got.
Mhm. But after this, now I'm starting to think Arianka maybe got it from Ha.
And
Possibly.
maybe.
Mhm.
Mm, 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 mm.
Ooh, 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 we got a messy comment in the chat. Ariana is the only one who's always fallen in love with her co-star. You better wake it up. If I was y'all, I wouldn't trust her around your man. If you know what I know. That man Ethan that I was just talking about earlier, honey, just go ahead and Google how they got together. If you don't know.
Oh, she
Well,
couldn't be called dead around my man. The fuck?
I know
That
that's
little girl would get beat up, please. Break that little twig in half. Girl, stop playing. Don't even bat your little eyelashes, girl.
well, speaking of beating up, are y'all familiar? Y'all familiar with I Show Speed, right? The young fella who be doing the running and jumping on the internet and stuff, and be doing his little
Yeah.
tour. Hmm.
Didn't they say he was
Mm-hmm.
musty?
Oh,
He
now
was
I don't
must
know about him being. Is he musty? I didn't hear
That's what
that,
I
but
heard. I heard that.
wow. Well, okay. Well, I Show Speed. If you musty, baby, go buy some deodorant, just like I told all them white people that's going to Europe. But yeah, but he actually has been accused of beating up a robot. And you know what? I don't care what happened. I'm on his side. I don't care because that robot had to provoke him in some way. But you should
If
see
it was
where
a Chinese one, it was you know what?
oh,
Never mind.
oh, 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 oh. Well, you should see where it says here by way of all hip hop, I Show Speed accused of assaulting robot in shocking complaint. I Show Speed wrecked more than just the robot during a chaotic live stream in Texas. He allegedly crushed a startup shot at a significant partnership with Mr. Beast and a national TV appearance, according to a new $1 million lawsuit. Social Robotics LLC filed a lawsuit accusing the 20-year-old YouTube star of intentionally destroying their humanoid robot, Rizbot, during a live stream on September 16th. The company claims the damage was so severe it derailed a planned collaboration with Mr. Beast and canceled Rizbot's scheduled segment on CBS's The NFL Today show. Court documents describe I Show Speed as becoming angry and agitated before he intentionally assaulted the robot. The filings alleged he grabbed Rizbot in a chokehold, punched it twice in the face, and continued to physically attack the machine, which weighs 77 pounds and stands about 4 feet tall. Footage from the live stream appears to show IShowSpeed yelling at the cowboy themed robot, shoving it onto a couch, then onto the floor. Images submitted in the case show visible damage to Rizbot's face and neck. The robot, manufactured by China, that's why I was like, oop, oop, oop. But the robot manufactured by China-based Unitree Robotics is a G1 humanoid model equipped with artificial intelligence. It retails for around $13,500, but Social Robotics say the real loss goes far beyond hardware. According to the lawsuit, the alleged attack caused irreparable damage, resulting in total loss, not only to the robot, but to the company's reputation and business prospects. The company had invested heavily in Rizbot's development, aiming to showcase its AI capabilities through high-profile media appearances. The Mr. Beast collaboration was expected to introduce the startup to the YouTuber's massive audience of over 100 million subscribers. The CBS appearance would have brought Rizbots to millions of football viewers nationwide. Instead, Social Robotics is now trying to recover from the fallout, both financially and publicly. The company argues that IShowSpeed's behavior wasn't accidental or part of the content, but a deliberate act that cost them critical momentum. Like I said, I'm on his side. I'm sorry, I'm on IShowSpeed's side. I know that robot had to provoke him in some way, but maybe I need to watch the video first. There is a video in the. I'll watch it later, but.
You know what? I'm gonna need you to cut that out. The robot did something to him. What the hell, Auntie?
That robot, and just like little Quinn woke it up, honey. Where was it made, and what we know how they feel about a certain group of people. So no, he might have been agitated. I don't know. Because from what I've seen with IShowSpeed, like the little clips that I do, I don't watch him regularly, but like the little clips that I've seen online, he seems like a little friendly young fella who goes around. I certainly saw him when he went to that drag show in Boston that was hosted by Corey King. I thought that was cute, but nah, he seems to be a fine young fella. So I think the robot did something to him.
Or he was trying to be funny and hit the robot. But those things are very fragile. You can't, mess with them. He probably thought he was trying to be funny and messed it up accidentally.
I just don't like the language. You see how they trying to humanize these robots, right? Like
Exactly. It was
it was like,
70 pounds. It was
you
40
caught it.
feet. It had bruises on its neck. Please go to hell. He damaged a thing, not a person. Go to hell.
What
Allegedly,
Quinn said.
allegedly, allegedly.
What Quinn said. Go to hell.
Well,
I
you
don't
know
know.
how these people gonna be acting about the AI and their robots, child. It's gonna be something else. But if you've ever watched a robot movie, you know how humans, what happened to them in the movies? Hmm.
Mhm.
I'm an analog bitch. Y'all could be all that digital, have them robots turning on your ovens and your refrigerators and mm-mm, mm-mm.
Hello.
Okay, because real ones watch fucking Smart House on Disney Channel. Real
Wake
ones
up.
watch goddamn Terminator, all three, four versions of it. The fuck? I Robot,
iRobot.
like BFFR.
Okay. Oh, and all them police state ones too. uh Fahrenheit 51, where they had the cameras in the mirrors and all that. What was a Minority Report? Y'all stop playing. Y'all think this technology cute, but it's a way. Mm-mm. Y'all turning me into a conspiracy theorist, and that ain't even my thing. But y'all get pushing too close to the conspiracy for me.
Mhm. Well, child, I'm glad you brought up conspiracy theories because speaking of, now I think I already know the answer to this question, but I'm just going to ask it anyway. Have any of you ever heard of a rapper out of the UK named SD Kid?
Mm-mm.
Really, Auntie?
I kind of figured because maybe there was a chance that
A
somebody may have
chance?
heard. Who
A chance?
knows? A little sliver of a chance. I don't.
Kind of like
Where
winning
where was
the
the slip
lottery.
at?
Kind of
Where
like
was
winning
the
the
slip?
lottery, Moon Quinn. You know, a 1 in a 299 billion chance.
If
Just,
that's a,
just like that
and
time,
that's
remember
not even a slither.
Well, remember that time when I mentioned like Denzel Curry? I thought y'all weren't gonna know who he was, but you knew who he was because he's your Florida guy. So there's
Yeah,
always a
but
little
he's
chance.
but he's a Florida person. He's a United States person. You know what I'm saying? He's a Negro. You know what I'm saying? You know, a
Touche,
Negro.
touche.
Yeah.
This rapper that I just mentioned, SD Kid, there's actually a conspiracy theory that he may be the American actor Timothy Chalamet, excuse me. And y'all should see I just shared here by way of TMZ. Fans speculate UK masked rapper SD Kid is actually Timothy Chalamet.
I need stop the clock, stop the problem. The fuck? Why are we doing this?
Well, people are going nuts speculating Timothy Chalamet has been moonlighting as a mysterious UK rapper. And based on the side by side pics, who can blame them? The Dune actor looks like the spitting image of mass hip hop artist SD Kid, whose growing fan base across the pond with singles like Phantom and Four Raws. The evidence of them being the same person is really piling up, though it's mostly based on photos of both sets of their eyes. But come on, they really do look identical. Plus, we know Chalamet can do a British accent from his turn as a young Henry V in the 2019 film The King. And that's not all. He has roots in hip hop. Fans will remember he went viral for a high school rap performance as Lil Timmy Tim. Then, 5 years ago, he debuted his Smoke Cheddar That Ass Getter character on SNL. Chalamet was also reportedly spotted at a concert British rapper Fake Mink held in London earlier this year. The 20-year-old artist is a frequent SD Kid collaborator, so the suspicious clues start to add up. But it doesn't end there because both SD Kid and Chalamet own have been photographed in the same Alexander McQueen skull scarf. And with SD Kid putting out songs like LV sandals or Louis Vuitton sandals, it's safe to say both artists are into high fashion. Coincidence? For Chalamet, he's already collaborated with Kendrick Lamar, kind of. The Pulitzer Prize winning rapper and the Oscar nominated actor interviewed each other ahead of Kendrick's epic Super Bowl halftime show this year. Whether it's true or not, SD Kid's upcoming North America tour dates are bound to sell out quick. He announced dates in Chicago, New York City, and LA in February. And while his identity is still a complete unknown, time will tell if it's Timmy under the scarf after all. Mm-mm. Y'all see the side by side, right? Y'all see and chill. I know you good at looking at facial asymmetry and stuff. Do you, based off of what you're saying?
It looks like him. Definitely look like his eyes and the nose structure right at the top. It looks like it could be him, but you know, who knows?
Wouldn't that be the gaggle, honey?
The
Listen, if
eyebrows kind of match, and yeah, it looks like it could be him.
Iggy Azalea can bring her Australian ass over to the US and cosplay as the Brat and Charlie Baltimore, then Timothy Chalamet can take his ass over there and be SD Kid. So, hey. Well, excuse me, he's going over to the UK, so not Australia. But still, y'all get what I'm trying to say. Well, y'all, this next story. So speaking of more news across the pond, over in Germany, honey. So remember we talked about those two famous twins who danced with Frank Sinatra, and all of it and all of those greats. They made a pact to do an assisted suicide. The Kessler twins, y'all remember we went over there? Well, we learned that that's actually a very costly thing to do. Well, excuse me, I learned because I just read about it. And TMZ has this article here. You should see where it says Kessler twins paid more than $6,900 for their assisted suicides. So the Kessler twins paid thousands for their assisted suicides, TMZ has learned. Wegger Wetzel, a spokesperson for the assisted suicide company DGHS, tells TMZ the going rate for one assisted suicide is 4,000 euros per person or 6,000 euros for two people together. That's about $4,600 and $7,000, respectively. This covers the cost of complete care by doctors and lawyers, including expenses. Alice and Ellen Kessler contacted DGHS, which, when translated, stands for German Society for Human Dying. More than a year ago, they wanted to end their lives with dignity on the same day together, Wetzel says. They ultimately decided to end their lives in their home in Grunwald near Munich this week. We asked Wetzel to give us the rundown of the process, explaining a physician brings an infusion, an overdose of anesthetic, and inserts the patient with the infusion needle. The patients themselves have to open the infusion. Once the client is dead, DGHS informs the police. The company mediated more than 600 cases of assisted suicide last year. This isn't a decision made on a whim, by the way. According to the company website, candidates must have a membership with DGHS for a minimum of 6 months, submit an application for placement, and meet for multiple consultations with lawyers, doctors, and possible relatives prior to the assisted suicide. The Kesslers were a world famous singing duo who performed with the likes of Dean Martin, Frank Sinatra, and Fred Astaire. Alice and Ellen were 89 years old, and they ended with rest in peace. If you or someone you know is struggling in crisis, help is available. Call or text 988 or chat 988lifeline.org.
You better pronounce that German city, town,
Oh,
village thing.
thank you, boo. Thank you, boo. You know, I tried because I took them 2 years of German in college. So, I saw those. What's it called? The accent over the U. So I knew there had to be that. You had to really. You talk like Rose Nylund, honey.
Look at you.
Yeah, but that is very interesting. And I thought learning that you have to have at least even a 6 month membership for even that type of thing to even move up. Could you like so that means like if Dave's saying if you really want to do this, you gotta be committed to it. And we need to see your commitment. So you gotta be a part of this group and it costs roughly 4,000 euros or 6,000 euros. That is crazy.
Well, it actually makes sense for the medicine, the doctors, the lawyers. I
I
mean,
Yeah.
think that's cheap, really, for all
Yeah,
of
that's
it.
what I was about to say. That sounds low. When you said that amount, I was like, oh, that seems very low in comparison to what it would probably cost in the United States.
Well, wow, I seem to be the only one shocked.
oh yeah, because I feel like in the United States, our little capitalist ass country, it'd be $30,000 a piece. It would not be cheap.
See, I didn't
I
even
mean,
know anything about that. I guess I never thought I guess because it's not on my radar, that's something I never really looked into. But yeah, I didn't know it cost that much money for assisted suicide.
shoot, the cremation is about just under $10,000. So yeah, for all of your stuff to be taken care of and everybody be paid, yeah, I guess so.
Mhm. Well,
But I
another
like that they make you come. Your family has to be a part of it. You have to have. There. It ain't just no whim. Like, oh, I want to do it.
right.
So
Well, enough
which
about
being said,
those twins. Let's talk about a new set of twins. Simone Biles' titties, honey. Remember we talked about those in a
oh
previous show?
yeah. Hmm.
Well, she just did a video that I thought was really, really cute. So she kind of detailed her journey talking about her getting those implants.
Hmm.
And we're gonna watch a video with her. I'm gonna use this as an excuse to go and get a coffee refill as well.
Ooh, look at that girl. Look at girl.
Baby, she got on that tank top. She is showing the girls, honey, and I love it. I love it for
I
her.
love it too. Yeah, me
But
too. Good for her.
you'll see where it says by way of TMZ, Simone Biles admits to a boob job. I'm sorry, Simone Biles admit boob job was crazy painful. She quotes, "That shit hurts." So, and I love it because I think this is gonna like, kind of maybe influence some girls to maybe not do it or maybe want to do it themselves, but at least they have correct information from the source. And I love the
Yeah,
information that she was given.
that ain't
So,
no little lift now. Come on.
mhm. So let me share my screen and we're gonna watch this video.
Okay.
Let me make sure y'all can see it. Yep, we're good. Sorry.
Look, them bitties look good.
Okay, what everyone has been waiting for, let's talk about it. I got my boobs done June 16th. But I know everybody wants to know who was the doctor, where did I get them done, did I do over and under, and what size implants did I do? I got them done in Houston, Texas by Dr. Kriti Mohan. She's the best. Decided under the muscle was going to be the best option for me based on my inspiration photos to get the most natural look. The question everybody wants to know, what size was your implants? 310, high profile, extra silicone. For reference, I am 4'8", 105 pounds. I also have very broad shoulders. My shoulders are quite literally the biggest part of my body. How long was recovery? Y'all lied. This hurts so bad. Everyone was like, oh my God, after my surgery, I was up and at the movies at the mall. I went shopping. Hell no. Your girl could not move by herself. So I did take the full 2 weeks, and I'm glad I did because my recovery was rough, not in the aspect of I had complications, but more so the very first day, like Jonathan had to lift me up out of bed. Like he had to physically lift me up out of bed and take me to the restroom. And I would say that, I don't know, I'm just assuming I'm a little bit more muscular than most girls that get them done. So going under the muscle and kind of doing all of that work really hurt my body. And they were to my neck, and I did freak out. And I did talk to my doctor, and I was like, take them out. They need to be smaller, blah, 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 because they look like aliens at first. Yeah, aliens. But now they're perfect. And everyone wants to know, would you have gone bigger? Would you have gone bigger? We were actually deciding between 310 and 330, and the 330 would not fit. Was I afraid of breast implant illness or capsular contraction? So obviously with every plastic surgery, there is going to be a risk. And I did it. How did they install my implants? With this tube machine. With a funnel, so my incisions are probably half an inch each, and they look really good. And that is it. Let me know if you guys have any more questions, and I'll answer them in the comments.
So yeah, I love that. I love that she shared her journey with us. I love that she was answering those questions and stuff. I've always kind of been, as somebody who's never going to go through this that type of surgery. I was still curious about, what the women go through, how their recovery is and
Mhm.
stuff like that. So I
And
just
I
thought
think
that'd
the
be
big difference from the recovery, like you said, is if you're getting it under the muscle, I think that is also more painful and takes a longer recovery than just putting, an implant in, um, on top of the muscle. So
Mhm.
those factors kind of make a difference, I think, of like why it's way more painful. And like she said, she's way more muscular. So yeah, I mean, it's a lot. And then you do have to do physical therapy and stuff like that. I don't know why people think y'all everything is just like oh, I just get it done and then boom. No, things need work. Like they're opening up your body and putting a foreign object in it. And so, yes, there's going to be some adjustments and you may need physical therapy and, to make sure you're moving your muscles and they don't stiffen up. Like, I need y'all, never mind, because, I don't know, everybody ain't into science and all that other stuff, but just basic common sense. But yeah,
Mhm.
everything ain't a cakewalk, baby.
Oh, I love cake.
Mhm.
but but no, and just like she said, I heard her say in the video that those titties are perfect, and I was like, girl, you are absolutely right. Them things look good in that tank top in that video,
Okay.
honey.
And look very natural, like she said.
Mhm. But and that's why, double, like, a shout out to her because for her to get on that trampoline and when we talked about it the first time, and for her to get it knowing that she was, like, probably still in pain with doing that, but yeah, but shout out to Simone Biles and girl,
Oh,
them
with her
boobies
cutie
deserve
patootie. I
it.
forget she's so tiny. She's
Mhm.
shorter than me, and I'm short, so oh, I say I'm average. I'm not even gonna say I'm short. I'm average height.
Well, honey, now we have 3 more stories left.
Oh, thank
Uh,
you. Mm.
this next one so someone I know y'all are probably not a fan of, but I happen to be a huge fan of, Sukiana, Suki with the good coochie. First of all,
Oh, I don't hate her, but Lord Jesus.
she's something else, right? Well, first of all, girl, happy belated birthday. I hope you had a really nice one. But according to her, of what she told TMZ, she had a really, really nice one, honey. She got dick down to the point that she needed a wheelchair. And you know what? I love that for her.
Oh, damn.
So y'all,
Okay, girl.
y'all should see I just shared here by way of TMZ. Sukiana in wheelchair after getting fucked so hard she can't walk.
Damn. I don't know. Is that what I want?
Look,
That bad?
I'm over here like that white lady in Sleepers in Seattle, honey. I'll have what she's having.
Okay, okay, okay.
But this is a little quick video. She was just talking to TMZ when she was coming out of the airport, and let's just see what she had to say about her birthday celebration.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. You said you'll have what she's having, but I heard
Uh-huh.
quarters and got it.
Ooh,
Hmm?
Leave
what?
my man alone. And I'm actually sorry. I meant to do this one, not that other one. I don't know what the hell the music was. But anyway, let's see what Suki with the good coochie has to say at the airport.
Mm.
Happy birthday. I follow you online.
Oh yeah, it is. Thank you.
Um, I saw you did it up, bro. I saw like all of you had like a sword there. You got
Yeah,
a sword?
I got some new swords, some nunchucks, some lethal weapons.
Did you get them as a gift?
Yeah, I requested them as a gift.
Oh, why do you like nunchucks and stuff?
I grew up in martial arts. My grandma and everybody were sensei, so it just made me happy connecting to my grandma and stuff.
Oh,
Yeah, so I was happy about that.
that's incredible. And you did it up so much that now you're in a wheelchair.
Yeah, I got so hard last night. I'm not gonna lie, I got some good birthday, so I can't work. I can't walk or nothing. Yeah.
That is amazing.
My bust it out. You want to see it?
Oh,
It costs extra.
okay. Wow, that must have been the best birthday ever.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, wow. Well, I'm pleased to hear that. I don't know
I
what
already know what you're gonna ask me next, and I'm not gonna give you time.
Well, congrats on the birthday, Suki. It was very good to see you.
It's nice to see you too.
It's the
Hey, you
white
want
man
things
commentary for me. Jesus
right?
Christ. Crikey.
Wait, her grandma was a sensei? Huh?
That's pretty cool
Oh,
though.
okay. That's
Yeah, my sensei was
interesting.
black. Shout out to Mark Lee. That was my sensei. He's like an uncle to the family. But yeah, my
Oh,
grandfather. Well,
you took a little
he said,
karate?
yeah, girl, honey, award winning, honey. I used to be killer with my carters, honey.
What? Bitch, don't tell me that. Look, we got a weapon. Hold on, let me get Auntie there. You don't get bodied over here.
Yes, honey. I see you that photo of me winning my trophy, my first place trophy.
I want to
Oh,
see
first
it. I want to
place.
see him.
Yes,
I
honey.
love that. I love that. Okay. Okay. Well, because I was like, Sensei girl, what you talking about? But okay, if you say this is black.
My
I mean, I know that we in it. I know we in it. I just wasn't expecting her to say that. I was like, oh, really? Okay.
And no, and what I'm glad this did, because I think karate is something that teaches kids like discipline, or taekwondo, whatever, or judo, whatever you go into. You learn exercise, you learn discipline, you learn things about your body and stuff. And I think it's really good for kids. So shout out to her for even like bringing awareness to that, right? You know, the nunchucks and stuff. Hey, my grandma was, and it's even bringing awareness to Moon, because she was like, oh, well, that sounds different. I didn't know, senseis were, but yep, I'm sure she's telling the truth about that. There are my granddad is a sensei, so yeah. And
Okay.
and when it comes to Suki, I'm actually a huge fan, because a lot of people say I actually think she's a very intelligent person. Y'all probably gonna throw stones at me, but
No, not actually, because sometimes I think people play like
mhm.
they're not smart for things, but she's kind of said some things where I'm like, okay, she ain't that slow. She be
Exactly.
playing like
You're
she's
right.
slow.
And it takes a very intelligent person to play dumb. So, well, and then some of y'all just dumb as hell for real. We're not talking about y'all. Y'all just keep doing what y'all do. No, we talking about the actual intelligent people who play dumb, like I believe it's Sukiyama. But so that's that on that. Well, while we
Like,
still
okay, before we move on, I will say, like, I like Sukiyana. If we had to pick, like, who is your most ratchet, like, who, if you're gonna do Ratchet Wars, who you gonna pick, Sexy Red or Sukiyana? I would definitely
Suki.
pick Sukiyana.
Suki all day, twice on Sunday.
Mhm. Mhm.
really,
Mhm.
I'm sitting here thinking it might be the Aries, honey, Sexy Red. She a little bit more,
But I
because I
feel
feel like
like
we could take
Suki
Suki
might.
and
No, ma'am.
I
No,
feel
hell.
like. What do you mean? I feel like Sukiyana will fold you real quick. Y'all have to keep playing with her. I feel like Sexy Red is just that young. She be talking too much. I don't know. It's a
and
little too scabby, a little too crusty for my liking.
Crusty. Hey.
I don't know, because and nothing against Sexy Red. It's just, well, something against Sexy Red, because when she was talking about that Trump support and shit, talking about,
See, and that's what I'm saying. There you go.
yeah, and Suki wouldn't, she wouldn't. So yeah,
I hope not. I hope not. But let's see. But I'm sorry. She's just giving me too many crusty moments, and like maybe that she ain't that bright. And like we said, Suki, she play dumb, but I don't think she dumb.
yeah. Well, speaking of love and hip hop people who are actually dumb, when I tell you I don't like this girl, and I didn't like her from the beginning because she's a
Oh,
freaking bully, Tommy Lee, and shout out to Chili for bringing this story to my attention. I'm actually going to share the exact same link that Chill shared with me, but let me get that link here. Y'all should see where it says by khou.com. You should see where it says it was traumatizing. Houston fans' night out ends in ER as glass thrown at Baddie's club event. And like we were talking about earlier before we started recording, Tommy Lee used to be on Love and Hip Hop Atlanta, but now she's a part of the Baddies franchise that's on Zeus, still going over there terrorizing people. And give me one second. I'm going to share my screen, and there's actually a really good news clip that explains everything. So one second. Tommy, you ought to be ashamed of yourself, girl, for real.
I don't know. What's up with this dude with this black eye? Cause boy, somebody gave him a haymaker.
Night of Houston says a night of ER.
He claims a cast member from Love and Hip Hop Atlanta hurled a glass into the crowd and it hit him in the face. He spoke exclusively with Cheryl Mercedes.
Cell phone video from inside a local nightclub shows reality star Tommy Lee appearing to throw a glass from the stage. It hits 20-year-old Davian Chambers.
Security guards was pushing everybody back. So I thought somebody got pushed back and they headbutted me or something. The impact, it threw me off. And then I started to realize that I was actually hit with something.
Chambers says he went to see the show as a fan of Zeus Network's Baddies, not Tommy Lee specifically, but he was excited to see the cast.
He was on stage performing, and I guess there were baddies upstairs in like the VIP section, and they were throwing things at Tommy. And Tommy reacted thinking it was the crowd, but she reacted and threw the shot glass at me.
What happened after that?
After my face was bleeding, everybody that was in the middle, they were just pointing at me trying to get attention, but there were no attention. Like, nobody gave attention to me. So I started crying. I started tapping baddies like Jayla. I was tapping all of them trying to get their attention to let them know that this just happened to me.
Photos taken shortly after show a gash on his face. When I talked to Chambers, he had a swollen eye and says he had to get stitches.
It was really, I don't know, it was traumatizing because my eye was like, it was puffy and I never seen that before. And then not only that, it was done by a reality TV star, a famous person.
My bad. Tommy Lee posted an apology on Instagram stories, not to Chambers, but to Houston. What do you want from Tommy Lee?
Take accountability for everything that you did and at least issue the apology to me and not Houston, Texas.
Chambers has filed a police report and says he plans to file a lawsuit against Tommy Lee and Zeus Network. I've been reaching out to both for comment since Sunday. I have not heard back.
We know you'll stay on top of this.
Thank you, Cheryl Mercedes.
I love how her colleague said it. Yes, I love
What
it.
they say? What do you say?
They said, we know you stay on top of this. They know, honey, she going to get to the bottom of it. I love that. But yeah, so I mean, Moon, does she look familiar to you? That's who Tommy Lee was, the one who they were talking about in that apology.
No, when they showed that chick at the end with the long punk, yeah, I don't know. No, I don't keep up with them.
Wasn't she on some tattoo situation too? She used to have short hair, right? Blonde, platinum blonde.
She may have.
But she was on a tattoo show too. She was dating.
Oh, now I don't
Well,
remember her.
like Chicago Black Ink or something like that.
Yeah,
she might have been. I just don't remember her from it.
I'm almost certain she was on there. But she used to have short hair.
Well, maybe she was getting a tattoo. Maybe she was on for an episode or something or two.
Tommy
Or
Lee
I don't know.
tattoo show. Let me see what comes up. Oh, okay. Yep, she was on Tattoo Nightmares.
Oh, she had a bad tattoo.
Uh-huh.
Well,
Oh, now I remember it. I remember that clip, but I remember seeing it on Twitter, like circulating around. And because I don't like her, and because she's a bully, and because I already knew how it would end, I just kind of just watched like a few seconds. I was like, girl, I don't want to see this shit. Nothing with Tommy bullying ass. I don't like no bully, and she is very that. The first time she was on Love and Hip Hop Atlanta, she was on there bullying that girl, Tiara, the baby mother of Scrap DeLeon, honey, and it was just it was so nasty.
who the hell is Scrap DeLeon? Child back.
You know what? Another one, honey, if you
People.
listen, if Scrap DeLeon was to say Derek was good, I'm sure he won't though, because that is a very 100% heterosexual man. But you know, I like him a
Look
little.
here. Look here. I'm like, who? They need to turn off these reality shows because honestly, they be talking about celebrity this and I be like, who the hell are they talking about? Are they talking about Z list, Z as in zebra list celebrities? Because what?
Now, if
I
you
don't
turn
know
them
who
off,
these
what I'm gonna watch? I need my mess. And you know what? Tommy and Lemmy from Zeus, Lemuel, honey, open them purses because he coming for y'all.
Wait, I'm confusing her with Sky from Black Ink Crew.
Oh yeah, two very different
but
people.
dang, but you were somewhat right. So that's crazy. But yeah, I hope he get his money because he was innocent and he was minding his business, trying to enjoy the show.
Somebody say your answer better not be that pussy because that would be a lie. You know what? Shut up, Hammy. Y'all, where our last story, y'all. This actually happened like around a week ago, and it completely went over my head. And I was like, how did I miss this news? Did y'all hear about Rona Bennett leaving In Vogue?
No, and
yes, the kissing. No.
The Who, huh?
I feel like I heard the story, but it was over the song, right?
Well, not exactly. Well, maybe, but it had a lot to do with the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame.
Ooh, well, maybe not. Hold on. Give us a T. Why?
Well, y'all
Why a
should see why I'm
sequel?
scared here. By way of rated R&B, Rona Bennett announces departure from In Vogue. Well, Rona Bennett, a member of the iconic group In Vogue, has parted ways after 2 decades. The singer, aka Miss R&B, took to Instagram on Thursday, November 13th, to announce the start of a new season. Bennett began the lengthy post reflecting, "There comes a time in every artist's journey when the path changes, sometimes without full clarity, but always with purpose. Over the years, I've done deep work to develop my voice, not just musically, but personally and spiritually. I've learned that honoring my values, creative expression, and truth must come before anything else." She then alluded to what led to her decision to exit the group, citing her omission from their performance at the 2025 Rock and Roll Hall of Fame induction ceremony. After fans wondered why Bennett wasn't seen performing with In Vogue alongside honorees Salt and Pepper, Bennett offered some clarification. "I'm normally pretty private, but many of you reached out to ask why I wasn't at the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame performance. I was approved during the summer to facilitate my own event happening concurrently on November 8th. However, I was not informed about the Hall of Fame performance and discovered it at the same time as the public," said Bennett, whose Instagram bio now states former member of In Vogue. She added, "It could have been nice to attend had I been given the opportunity to adjust my schedule." And then they have in parentheses, on November 7th and November 8th, Bennett co-hosted the Produce Your Dream Life Creative Summit in Atlanta. On Facebook, Bennett responded to a fan's remarks, adding more context behind the mention of the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame performance. "The mention about the Hall of Fame performance was only to satisfy the questions coming to me about it," Bennett said. "The reason for our parting is much more nuanced than that." On Monday evening, November 17th, In Vogue released a statement in response to Bennett's departure. "Out of due respect for our sisters, Salt and Pepper, and their induction into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, we chose to refrain from addressing Rona Bennett's departure from In Vogue until now," they wrote on Instagram. The trio continued, "We are proud of In Vogue's legacy and for over 35 years have been committed to maintaining an open door culture for members to pursue their individual aspirations while staying true to our brand. As a group, we have the utmost respect for Rona's talents and have consistently supported her personal endeavors throughout the past 22 years." In the same statement, In Vogue teased what to expect from their next from excuse me, In Vogue teased what to expect from them next year. "Looking ahead to 2026 with founding members Maxine Jones, who returned earlier this year, we are extremely blessed to celebrate two major milestones: the 30th anniversary of the EV3 album and the 25th anniversary of the Masterpiece Theater album. Thanks to our fans for your support. While one door may have closed, another has opened." In the same post, Bennett confirmed her plans to release new music in time for the holidays. We're in the giving season, and my next single, It's Christmas Time for You and I, will arrive soon," she said. Bennett's upcoming Christmas track will follow her solo project, Instant Classic, quietly released in October of 2024. Bennett joined In Vogue in 2003 with founding members Cindy Herring and Terry Ellis. She had previously released her debut album, Rona, in 2001 via Rodney Jerkins' Dial Child Records, Epic Records. And it says in 2004, In Vogue, the trio consisting of Herring, Ellis, and Bennett released their album, Soulflower. In late 2008, Bennett briefly stepped aside while all four original members, including Don Robinson and Maxine Jones, reunited for a series of 20th anniversary shows that extended into the following year. Tour aside, since then, Bennett was a consistent member of the group, while Robinson and Jones would return, then depart. The trio released their latest album, Electric Cafe, in 2018, which is a good album, by the way, which included the Neopen Rocket and a hit on a top 10 hit on Billboard's Adult R&B Airplay chart, and it features my favorite song, "Reach for Me, Honey." Anyway, in a 2020 interview with YKIGS, Robinson shared one of the reasons she has not reunited with the group. "My problem is Rona being there," she said. You remember we even talked about this on the show. "I think she's great, She's never done anything to me. She's not a bad person at all. I do know that she needs to step back if we're going to do a reunion at all. It just needs to be the four of us. In February, it was announced that Jones had returned to the group. The quartet spent the summer touring Europe. At the time of this writing, En Vogue's current roster consists of Cindy Herron, Terry Ellis, and Maxine Jones. The group has not released any public statements since Bennett's departure. Rated R&B reached out for a comment but did not receive a response by publication time. So yeah, that is wow, honey. But yeah, I think that started. I think maybe the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame was kind of the cherry on the top because there was some shade that's been thrown at her for years, including with Dawn Robinson. Oh well, she's great. She's never done anything to me, but if we're gonna do a reunion, it just needs to be the four of us. She says this as she's living in the backseat of her car, and she's acting like that's a choice. But that's another conversation for another time, allegedly. But yeah, I just think this was wow, and she really I love Rona and Envo. Well, I just love Rona, period. I'm a little bit biased. And I have to say, do y'all remember me? I'm sure we've said things on the show and y'all ever heard me respond with, "Oh God, oh God." Y'all ever heard me say that?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I'm sure, yeah.
Well, that was actually inspired by Rona Bennett, believe it or not. So,
Mm.
yes, there was do y'all remember the show Homeboys in Outer Space?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Did I watch it? But no. But
I
yeah.
watched every single corny ass episode. When you talk about that was my motherfucking show, that was my show, honey. And in that show, Rona, she played like the computer, the smart computer that the guys talk to on the ship or whatever. And then there was an episode where they went to an alternate universe and everybody turned evil. So she was evil. She was the evil computer in there. And she was like, I don't know what y'all trying to do, but I'm trying to go blow something up. And then after that, she said, oh God, oh God. So ever since then, I have been doing that since elementary school. So shout out to Rona. And if I ever meet her, I'm going to tell her that. I'm like, girl,
Oh.
you have inspired me. Oh, God.
Well, and wait, so was it Dawn living in her car or Maxine? I couldn't remember.
Dawn.
Dawn need to stop. And I saw her when she was in Lucy Pearl. Dawn's voice was so good. I don't know. She something wrong. I need her to get it together.
Yeah.
Although I would like all the original members together because I need them to fix whatever they broke. But I hate that Rona has to be the fall guy for that because she ain't do nothing but she's trying to do her job. She got hired.
Exactly. And was blending. She was singing and she was good at it. And my thing is, it could have worked. All four original members could have gotten back together along with Rona. If New Edition can do
Uh-huh.
it, y'all could have did it.
They did. They look had to get through Johnny, and everybody was like, you know what, Johnny ain't bad. Y'all right. Yes, exactly. Everybody can be an even Bobby.
Exactly. So they could have did it, but they was throwing shade at Rona. That's what I think happened. She just got tired of it. And that Rock and Roll Hall of Fame was just the
Hmm.
cherry on the
Yeah, she shouldn't have been not told about it. That was pretty shady. But it's kind of giving me the vibes that them other two, they tend to be shady a lot. But
Mm. Well, I kind of should, Miss has a way to, what's the word I'm looking for? Not catapult, but have a domino effect. So I feel like we're gonna see. I feel like this is gonna release a whole bunch of mess. I'm gonna be watching. So, well, y'all, that was all the tea that I have for us today. So before we head out and before I wish you all a fabulous weekend, did any of you have any tea that you want to share or any tea that I might have missed?
I'm good to go. Everybody have a good weekend.
Yes, indeed. Thank you all for taking time out of your busy day to come and sip tea with me. Don't forget to subscribe to a bitch. If you're listening on YouTube, come over to chatmosa.com and subscribe to me so that way you can stay informed about my giveaway and all my shows and stuff. We will be back on Monday for a live show at 12:30 Eastern Standard Time. Until then, you all have a fabulous weekend.
Bye,
Bye.
Happy
everybody.
weekend.